Oh my. Oh, don't I feel like Ric Flair right now? I feel it. I feel like the Undertaker coming through the smoke. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this is not my regular time, but I told you already that I'm off this week. I told you that I'm coming at any time. And so here I am. I wasn't going to wait till the night. I wasn't going to wait to prime time. Anytime is big time. Anytime. Anytime is big time. Anytime. I'm here. I'm just feeling pretty good right now. I am. Ain't no sense in me lying about it. All right. Because I have a reason to feel pretty good right now. I do. And I ain't gonna let none of y'all haters that's gonna be in here in a minute. I know you in here. I know you're watching. You just don't want to push. You don't want to push to go live, but you want to hear what I got to say. I know. I'm gonna give it to you too. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know exactly what I'm feeling momentarily. But before I do all that, welcome to the Big Time Show that is being seen and heard live right now in various places. Just too many social media places. I even put my personal page up because I want to talk to some of y'all. Cause see, y'all talk to me. Y'all did. Y'all talk to me. See, when you're in a position like I am, when you have a show and you put yourself out there and you got a whole bunch of people that follow you and people that look at you and all that type of stuff, you kind of are kind of a target. You know what I'm saying? And when you're a target like I am, because I have a show, then what happens is you get text messages and you get messages, you get stuff on your post and all that. You get all that. And now what I get is, I sit back and just wait. I'm gonna be here, regardless. I got people in here now. I'm never hard to find. I'm not. I'm not hard to find. I'm not. I'm here every week. Win, lose, or draw. I'm here. I'm not. You ain't ever got to worry about if I'm coming or not. You ain't never got to worry about that. But I got to worry about those that have talked. I wonder if I'm going to see you. So what they would do is they would look. They won't push the live like some of them doing right now. They won't do that. What they would do is just watch and listen. They don't want to chime in because they don't want to. They know they're dealing with a guy who is an assistant pastor and a preacher, but they also, some of you know, that I graduated with honors from the Richard Pryor School of Hard Knocks and Checking. I'm not going to cuss you out like Richard. I'm not going to do that because I'm a grown man. I'm better than that. Plus, I got respect for everybody that comes in here. But I will get on you now. I ain't got to cuss. I'm from Richard. I graduated. I'm from the Richard Pryor School. Yeah. And unfortunately, some of y'all young folks who may be here, y'all live and die from Kevin Hart. You understand? I get it. That's your version. That's your generation. But I came from the greatest of all time, Mr. Richard Pryor. Eddie Murphy. Don't know if you heard of him, but. So I will get on you, and I'm waiting anxiously for some of you to come in. Some of you Eagle fans. That's what I'm looking for right now. That, really, be honest with you, I appreciate all my brothers and sisters of Cowboy Nation that have come to share in my foolishness this morning. Thank you for popping in. But I'm really looking. I'm looking for a few people. That's what I'm looking for you. Don't worry about it. Let me say this real quick. Tomorrow at noon, Central Time, I will be with the G Report. Never did a show with him before. I will be with him. He's a Kansas City Chiefs fan. So I'm going to be on his show tomorrow at 12 noon out. Hopefully post it here. I don't know if I can put it in all these different places. I don't think I'll be able to do it. I'll be able to put at least on 2 of my channels. So I'll be able to, I'll put it on Facebook and YouTube. I'll do that tomorrow if I can share it, but I'll take the link as well and share it in different places as well. Okay, so get ready for that tomorrow because I gotta hurry up and move on from these these Eagle fans because we got business to take care of on Thursday. But before then, I'm gonna talk about the game, all right, or what we saw on yesterday. I guess I need to speak. Are you sharing? Let me get this right. Y'all hit that like button for me. Let's do things right now. I need you to share. I need you to share. If you're not gonna share, I need you to hit that like button. I need you to smash it for me. If you do not mind, please do that. Hit that like button. Let the algorithm know. And I realize that my brother Vach is on right now with Brian Broadus, so I'm quite sure some of the people are over there. And that's fine. But I need to get on now. I'm sharing as well. That's the reason why I'm looking down. Hope you guys forgive me for that. Yeah, I'm sharing right now. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I ain't really here to, I'm not here to really go off on anybody. Because we're not out of the woods, Cowboy Nation. It just feels good to beat the Eagles. Okay, let's get that right. But we ain't nowhere out of the woods. I mean, we're 5-1. Okay, let's be realistic. There's our truth. We're 5-1. Okay. Hey, hello. Let me speak to everybody that's in here. Somebody's a Chicago Bear fan. Who is this? This is Carlos Garrett. All right, y'all. Y'all good. Anthony Perez, how you doing, sir? Thank you. Terry, my brother in. Brian, yes, sir. Brian is in the business. Scott Riggs, how you doing, sir? And to all of you that are watching and ain't saying nothing. Cause I know you'll be surprised how many people watch. I'm serious, y'all. They don't want to be in here this morning. They don't. They don't. I understand. I you know. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I want to see what's gonna happen though. You know. I'm trying to bring folks in here because I want to get on. I don't want y'all to miss nothing. I don't want the haters to miss nothing. Do I have a witness here? Let's see if we can get some people in here. You see what I did in the chat there? I'm bringing them in. And look, I got over dang near 5,000 followers on my personal page. And I think I got about 17, I'm sorry. Is it 1,700? No, it's 1,600 on the Big Time Show page. So I just put that highlight and followers in. Let me see if I can get at least about 20 to 30 from each to pop in. If they're not working, of course. I'm off work this week. Did I tell y'all that? I'm so happy. Let me get to the game, because that's what y'all came for. Let's go to work. First things first. Let's do a small recap. Number one. Kermit, I see you, brother. What's up? Let's do a small recap. Number one, there was a slight change yesterday. Now I'll get to that. Let's see if y'all saw what I saw. Yesterday, I saw the same old movie. What is the same old movie? The same old movie is that the Cowboys have a quote-unquote big game against what people say are the better teams. And what usually happens, hey, Miss Hankins, I see you. What we have is, or what I saw was the usual movie. The big game comes. The Cowboys act like they don't know how to play football. We start off slow. We have Everything that happens in the world happens to us, and we get down big. It never fails. That's the movie that we always see. And then what happens is we go down big. Dak have to go into shotgun the rest of the game, and to his credit, makes the score look respectable usually, and then we end up losing. That's how it usually goes. It's unbelievable the way that when the big games come, everything that can happen happens. Drop balls, penalties, turnovers, questionable play calls. Anything that can go wrong, it goes wrong for the Cowboys during these type of games. It just never fails. And it happened yesterday. It started off with the tone setter, which I still do not like. I got to admit it to you. When on 4th and 3, Coach Schottenheimer, instead of just punting the football from the 50-yard line, he decides to go for it. We didn't get it. Philly goes down and scores immediately with a short field. I didn't like that. You don't give the ammunition to the enemy. You just don't do that. I didn't like it at all. I still don't like the call. I don't care how much confidence you got, and then I don't care what perceived confidence that you have in your defense. You just don't put your defense in that spot. Well, all it needs is at least about another 15 yards to kick a field goal, at least make it 3-0. I did not like that call at all. I did, and I still don't like it. Punt the ball, pin them deep, make them go 80 yards, make them go, if you get lucky, you punt the ball, the ball could be inside the 10-yard line. We good. Let's play defense. But don't let them get the ball that dang near the 50-yard line. And then they go down and score. I just didn't like that. It took the air out of the building. They were already fired up because of, Marshawn kneeling, etc., etc. They were already, on a high. That's how you put a pin in the balloon. Now, if you would have got it, I still wouldn't have liked the call. I still didn't like the call. Maybe some of you will say, well, I like the call. Maybe you're aggressive. Okay, that's fine. I'm a little bit more conservative. I want the game to stay intact. There will be moments in the game where you can be aggressive. I thought that was, I didn't like the call. Anyway, we didn't get it. They go down 7-0. Bam, bam, bam. Whatever. Let's skip forward. We already down. Let's skip forward. CD, lately, when it comes to these big games, he has two problems. One, he drops balls. He had 3 of them yesterday. He did catch a couple of them. If he would have caught the ball yesterday, he would have had just about the same amount of yardage that Pickens had yesterday. Because both of them cannot be stopped. They can only stop themselves. If you didn't learn anything, you learned that yesterday. They can't be stopped. I told you that the other day. I told you that on Saturday. That CD Pickens can't be stopped. I told you that. You saw it yesterday. The only person they can stop CD Lamb and George Pickens are themselves. With drop balls and stuff like that. But the other part that CD has, and I noticed this because it's not the first time, is that when he has the first drop, he just about gone mentally. Because it's always going to be another drop and another drop. And you're going to see him doing all these excuses and blames and all that when it's really his fault. And he was gone. I know he made that catch there, but the fire that he usually has and the celebration wasn't even there when he caught the bomb. Because he was mentally gone. That's something that he got to get over. I mean, I don't know, but I've seen that before. And it always happens when he drops balls or something. I mean, and he's just gone. And I have a problem with that. You got to be mentally strong. Drop one ball, get up, go catch the next one. it shouldn't linger when you're a high caliber player as he is. A great receiver, as CeeDee Lamb is. But it's not the first time. That might come back to haunt us later on. If he catches them first couple balls, it is, you ain't got to worry about him. He'll have 7 catches for 150 yards. But when he drops balls, he'll have, like he had a lot of targets yesterday. I think he had about 11 or 12 targets. I think he caught, 5 or 6 balls, whatever. He had 3 drops out of it. Just mentally gone, you got to get it back in. All right? So everything that went wrong, I'm just giving a recap real quick before I say what I really want to say. A recap is that CeeDee Lamb had a little issue, but nevertheless, the thing that I would give Coach Schottenheimer credit for was that although we were down 21-0, usually, y'all come on, because see, y'all seen the same game that I've seen. And when I say that, I'm talking about the Mike McCarthy era, and I'm also talking about the Jason Garrett era. Usually, when we go down that heavy, you usually turn into a Dak Prescott shotgun game. And you totally forget about the running game. That's what it shows. I will give Coach Schottenheimer 1,000,000% credit because he stuck with the game plan. He kept running the ball. You down 21-0, but you kept running the ball. It was still on in the first quarter. Usually we quit. I mean, I'm not saying we quit, but we quit the running game and we go straight passing the rest of the way. I give Coach Schottenheimer credit. He didn't do it. He went ahead and kept at it, and I believe that, as crazy as it may sound, I believe that opened up everything. Okay? I believe that opened up everything as far as the passing game goes, because Philly still had to respect the run, because every time Javonte Williams touched the ball, he was gashing them. We saw that, but I want to shout out Malik Davis. Maybe I don't know why they won't listen to us. When I say us, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about every other content creator that's out there. I don't know why they won't listen to us. We've been calling for Malik Davis for 2 years. It wasn't no shock to me to see how well he ran the ball, and when he spaced them out, the few carries that he had, every one of them was significant. Because Malik is a tremendous runner of the football. Cool McCain, what's up? Eagle fan. Yeah. I don't know why what took so long. Just in case you didn't know, Malik Davis has been signed for the rest of the year. He's no longer considered practice squad. Of course, they let go of Elam to make room on the roster. Malik Davis is now signed with the team. He will not be on the practice squad anymore. And I think he earned the right. But he could have been doing that, to me. Because if you've seen Malik run, especially in the preseason, really that's the only place where you watch them, you already know that Malik can flat out run. No, seriously. I know we're going to give credit to Javonte Williams, but I want to give credit to Malik Davis as well, because he solidified what things that we already knew. I'm just glad that the front office and coaching staff caught up, because you don't have to worry about your running back and running back 2 anymore. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry. We got that squared away. You have a very capable guy behind Javonte Williams that can be productive. It's just that simple. So, there it is. 21-0. You kept the running game going. Coach Schottenheimer, total give him credit. Because if you would have became one-dimensional, Philadelphia it would have been trouble. Kept the running game going, scored at the end of half. Pickens catch the touchdown, 21-7. We back in the ball game. Do you stick with your game plan? Obviously you did. You have no reason to go. We got another whole half of football to go. No reason to get up. I'm just giving a recap, and then I'm going to say what I really want to say. Come back out 21-7. The only way this thing can happen is unless, watch this, check me out, y'all. Check me out right here. Unless your 32nd or 31st ranked defense can shut them down. It is really that simple. That's the only way you're going to get back in the game. Your defense is going, in order to make this thing happen, the only way that you're going to be able to get back in this game is, number one, your defense stops them, gives us some 3 and outs, and you put the ball back in the hand of Mr. Prescott. It's the only way. And Mr. Williams. That's the only way. Let me say it one more time. See, y'all may have not caught when I say it. Your 31st ranked defense. The defense that everybody laugh at. But see, if you've been following my show, hello. I told you. Y'all let me have this moment, please. I told you that this ain't the same defense. I told you. I know we played the Raiders. I know the Raiders are horrible. I understand. But I also told you common sense. When you add a player like Quinn Williams to your defense, who automatically commands a double team, and when you add a player like Logan Wilson, and you add in a DeMar and Overshown back to this defense, I told you things were getting ready to change. I told you that. Reason why I know, because I know football. I'm sorry. I played it. I know football. You can't bring in high caliber players like that and don't think something is not going to change. You can't. It's no way. So I told you guys, then get ready. The defense for the climb. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Saquon Barkley. We held him to 60 the first game. But he had 10 carries for 22 yards. Oh, okay. I thought our defense couldn't stop the run. Ashton Genty last week when Quinn Williams came. Hello. I think he had 6 carries for 6 yards. Nobody believed then. It's the Raiders. The Raiders. The Raiders. That was y'all said. That what you haters said. I get it. But see, I knew something. Because I know football. I know if you go one-on-one with Quinn Williams gonna wreck your game. And then if you decide to double team him, we have enough talent like the Osas and the Kenneth Clarks and the Sam Williams and the Dante Fowlers that they're gonna get one-on-one. And I'm gonna take my chances. And the Davion Clownies. You go one-on, it's gonna free people up. Cause you got that dog in the middle in Quinn Williams, or a unique type player, one of them dudes. And I said that in all caps, dudes. I told everybody, y'all didn't want to hear me. So now we go against quote unquote the best running back in the game, or at least defending. He's not the best running back this year, but he's still Saquon Barkley. And the vaunted Philadelphia offensive line. And I understand Lane Johnson didn't play yesterday. That's a big loss. I get it. But they still Philadelphia. Mr. Dickerson is still there. Your center's still there. Your left tackle's still there. And Saquon had 10 carries for 22 yards. What you gonna say now? That's all I want to say. What about it now? And so that 31st ranked defense, I believe now, considering that the last 2 weeks, 6 carries for Ashton Jenkins, 6 yards. Then you have Saquon, 10 carries with 22 yards. Isn't it safe to say that the defense probably is going to move up now in the rankings? Mm-hmm. Help me out. Okay. Hmm. Is the defense going to move up in the rankings? Oh, okay. I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. Do you think that this defense will be the 32nd ranked defense in rushing? Where that music coming from? Where that music coming from? What? Oh, okay. Okay. Wait a minute. That 31st ranked defense. Are you gonna sit and tell me? Because some of you Cowboy fans need to fess up this morning. You gonna sit and tell me that the Cowboys shut the Philadelphia Eagles down to 8 straight possessions of nothing, no scoring? Wait a minute. Are you gonna tell me? Hey, Latoya, thanks for subscribing. Are you going to tell me that the Dallas Cowboys made the Philadelphia punter punt the football multiple times? I thought this defense was sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I get it. Y'all thought, you haters, and some Cowboy fans, you thought that this same defense, you thought that the previous first 6-7 weeks applied to this defense that we have now. That's what your problem is. I get it. That's what you thought. You thought that the Mozzie Smiths and the, practice squad cornerbacks, you thought that applied to this version of the defense now. You thought that Mozzie Smith was supposed to act like Quentin Williams. You thought Quentin Williams was supposed to play like Mozzie. That's what you thought. You thought that the cornerbacks and would play like the practice squad cornerbacks of the first 6-7 weeks on defense. That's what you thought. That's what you thought. Yeah, that's what your problem is. I get it. I saw the issue already. I ain't got to even go. I'm finna move on because some of y'all spirits is getting agitated right now. Don't worry about it. I'm trained to talk to demons. Lord have mercy. I am a preacher. Y'all know that. So my job is to agitate. And you thought that Jason Sanborn or Jack Sanborn is supposed to be like DeMar and Overshawn. You thought DeMar and Overshawn was supposed to play like Sanborn. Yeah, that what y'all thought. What you thought? That's what you thought. You didn't think that the dog mentality. You didn't think that the dog mentality of Quentin Williams. You thought all of a sudden that he gonna turn into a puppet just because he put on a Dallas Cowboy uniform on. Y'all better listen to me. It's not the same. It's not the same. Let me move on because see, I can stay there all day. But 21-7 scored there in the halftime. Defense stepped up mightily. They moved the ball a little bit, but they made the plays when they had to. Bam. Punt the ball. Bam. Punt the ball. No field goal. Bam. Kept them at 21. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I left one out. Are you sitting there telling me that the Dallas Cowboy defense shut the Philadelphia Eagles offense down for an entire half and they scored 0 points? Oh my goodness. Oh, you know that saying, yeah, y'all know the thing 31st rank. One defense y'all been laughing at, that defense, you know. And they shut them down, huh? Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, so when they shut them down, now it's really on Mr. Prescott now and this offense to do what we've been saying all year long about them. That this offense cannot be stopped. That's what we've been saying. They're in the top 5 offensively for a reason. They've been there all year. In some categories, they're number 1. In some categories, they're number 2. In most categories, they're top 3. This offense is legit. It ain't no question about it. None. All they got to do is beat them. The defense did a job that probably nobody thought was going to happen. They shut them down, period. No more points. Second half, bam, good. Now it's time for Dak and them to go to work. And I'll be dang. They did it. Chop the lead down. Chop the lead down. Chop it. Kept chopping wood. Running the ball. Kept it going. Running the ball. Kept it going. Running the ball. Kept it going. There's the only way play action works, that you run the ball. There it is. Kept going. Kept going. Kept going. Kept going. Killing folks. Hey, I see you, Mike Diggs. He's eligible to come back this game here. Don't know if he's coming back. Nobody knows where his health is. Nobody knows where his knee is. By now, I'm quite sure he done got over the concussion for whatever the reason why that is. The question is his knee better? We don't know. He can come back this game. But if he don't, we good. I love the way Carson is playing. Reddish Stewart played well yesterday. Bland is playing well. Having Hooker back is a tremendous difference. You can see it. Donovan Wilson played good yesterday. We good. The reason why we're good is not because of their individual play. It's because that front line is causing havoc because of Mr. Quinn Williams on that line. I'm going to do a video. I'm off all this week. What's up, Amp? I see you, bro. I'm gonna pull it up and show y'all. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna show y'all some basic things that is happening that you don't see really unless you really just zeroed in on the game, and watching it. But let me tell you something. I'm telling y'all, we've been trying to tell y'all. Just in case you don't know, see, Quentin Williams was a big fish in a small pond in New York. But just because he was in a small pond didn't mean he was a big one. He was not a big fish. He was a big fish. But now that big fish is being spotlighted now because he's in a Dallas Cowboy uniform. And you see what everybody, football people know at least, this dude is every bit of an all-pro like everybody say he is. He is legit. He ain't just become that. He was there in New York. Huh? I love that comment there, CT. I just hold on just a second because I'm coming to that. You must be in my notes over here. I'm gonna highlight your comment because I don't want to forget it. So I'm gonna put yours right there. Just hold on a second. I'm coming to that. It is amazing how when the spotlight now is on Mr. Williams from a bigger lens now. That's all you're seeing. He's on a bigger lens. He's on a Cowboy uniform. Hey, Mike McKay, thank you for the sub there. Thank you so much. I guess I need. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I know some of y'all at work. I'm off. This is usually not my time, but I had to come on while the fish grease is still hot. Some of y'all understand that. But anyway, Quinn Williams, and I'll show y'all, he commands a double team. Philadelphia did that. And all it does is it make you go one-on-one with everybody else. And so you got to look at your personnel and say, okay, I got Osa one-on-one with whoever. And then I got Kenny Clark one-on-one with whoever. I got Jadeveon Clowney one-on-one with whoever. And I got Donovan Izaraku one-on-one. And then I got Sam Williams and Dante Fowler when they're in one-on-one. And when the names I just called, you figure one-on-one, they ought to be able to beat some people. It's really that simple. Because, see, Philadelphia is great of an offensive line as everybody say they have, and they do. They ain't stupid. They're not stupid. They're not going to go one-on-one with Quinn Williams. Nobody does. Nobody. You're not stupid. They know. Just like Thursday. Kansas City ain't going one-on-one with Quinn Williams. I can go fast forward to that real quick. You ain't doing it. You just not. He would destroy your game. It's just that simple. But because he's there, he opens things up for everybody. And Lord have mercy. Now all of a sudden we rushing forward. Because look, Eberflus didn't change. He didn't blitz. He blitzed a couple times. But guess what? He been running 4 men. The same thing we complained about. It's the same thing you're doing now. The difference is you done added a monster in the middle who commands a double team, and your guys are beating those guys one-on-one now. It's really that simple. So the pass rush is there. Even if we didn't sack Jalen enough, he had enough heat on him where he had to get rid of the ball. That's why your cornerbacks are playing better. The time ain't there. Oh, he had time in the first half, though. He was sitting back there taking pictures before he threw the ball. He was down there waving to people. Hey, Mom. They didn't throw the ball. Oh, first half, he looked good. Second half, they got after him. They got after him. And everybody got after him. That's why you couldn't score nothing. A.J. Brown, I knew it was going to happen. We always have, everybody have a get-right game against us. A.J. looked like he was about to have 200 yards receiving against us. I ain't hear from him in the second half. Shut him down. Shut him down completely. The guy didn't have time, y'all. And that's what adding proper personnel will do. When you add an all-pro, you're going to get all-pro production. Now, we'll go back to this comment from CT. I can't pronounce the rest of it. That is highlighted there. He said, good morning. How many of us are still saying Eberflus still needs to be fired? Nobody. Because Eberflus ain't going nowhere. Eberflus will be your defensive coordinator. Let me go and put this out now. Let me put it there. I don't care what y'all say. Eberflus will be your defensive coordinator next year. The difference, you added real players in. You added real dogs to the mix. You added an Overshown. You added a Quinn Williams. You added a Logan Wilson. You brought back Malik Turner. And then all of a sudden you're running the same defense, but things are running better now. Hello. Why? Personnel. Let me clap for myself. Eberflus, breaking news. I ought to put it on the ticker here. Breaking news. Eberflus is not going nowhere. He just needed some players. And you seen it. Last 2 weeks, run shut down completely. Run shut down. If you get a quarterback time, we usually gonna get gas. That's what you saw in the first half. Jalen was dealing on us. He was. Second half, nothing. Nothing. When you get players, you expect that. So the defense is only going to come up. Now, I understand who we playing Thursday. I understand who he is. I ain't want to go there. I understand who he is. I understand. I ain't going to disrespect him. I understand he's the almighty Patrick Mahomes. The AFC runs through him. I understand that. I understand how great he is. I understand that. I understand who the play call is. I understand Matt Nagy and Andy Reid are there. I understand the Chiefs. No disrespect. I understand who Travis Kelce is. I understand it. I understand that Rice is there. I understand. Juicer, whatever his name is. I understand it. I understand that Kansas City, they live in the Super Bowl. I understand it. But let me go ahead and fast forward slightly to the game Thursday. Patrick Mahomes will get hit in his mouth too. We don't care who it is. I got dogs on my defense. And no, we're not the number 1 ranked defense in the world. But as I told you guys when Quinn Williams got here, things are about to change. And it's going to change quickly. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care who the quarterback is. Somebody is about to get hit in their mouth. Hello. See, y'all don't believe yet. Don't worry about it. Just keep watching TV. I tell you what, do this your homework assignment. Make sure that before you go to bed tonight, pull up the defensive rankings. We ain't gonna really know it until after tonight, after the Monday night game, when the whole week is over with. Don't do it tonight. Let's check it out Tuesday morning. Okay, check it out Tuesday morning. Check out and see the defensive rankings. See what the Cowboys fall in. Two things in particular. Number 1, I want you to see where the Cowboys rank number 1. Rank defensively in rushing. Check that out first, because that was the main thing. We can't stop the run. We can't stop the run. First of all, if you really want to go look now. You're going to be shocked to see what the Cowboys rank defensively rushing. I'll help you out. They 13th. What? The Cowboys are 13th in the league in rushing? Rush defense? Yep. What you think is going to go to now, since they shut down Barkley to only 22 yards? They 13th now in rushing. What do you think that's going to happen? See, it's not a coincidence that Quinn Williams is here and everything changed. It's not a coincidence. It's not. Not to me. Because I know football. I know dogs. I know what happened when you insert a player like him in. I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I've been saying it too many years with too many different players. Too many guys who are in the Hall of Fame. Now, I seen it. I seen it. You can't tell me it wasn't going to work. I know what's going to happen. Y'all do that after tonight. What are the Panthers and 49ers tonight? After that game, you make sure you go look at the rankings of defense. I guarantee you the Cowboys ain't 31st ranked defense no more. What have I said, y'all? If the Cowboys can get me to at least 20, somewhere between 20 and 22, because they put themselves in such a hole at the beginning of the year. You know, they ain't finna jump up in no top 10. That ain't finna happen. They too far behind. But if you can get this defense up to about 22, 23, 21, 20, then remember what I told you guys. All I wanted was for the defense to make the offense punt the football at least 2 to 3 more times. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I didn't ask for much. I don't care nothing about look, can you make the offense? Because that's not what happened in the first 8-9 weeks of the season. The defense will allow them to at least get in field goal range, not yet alone touchdowns. But the punters never punted. Not really. All I wanted was the punter to punt the ball at least 2 to 3 more times in a game. That's all I wanted. Because I got enough confidence in my offense that if you give them that a couple more possessions, I'm telling you right now, because I am one to believe that our offense cannot be stopped. It's just too much to deal with. It's not because we just like it's Madden or something. I'm just saying because of the running game that we have, the play action game is going to be lethal. Especially when you got 2 receivers like we have, and you got a tight end that can catch the football. And then you got a third receiver who can catch the football as well. And I say that either, Flournoy, Turpin made a big play, even though he fumbled early, I get that part. But he did make a huge play on that slant that he caught. Or not a slant, but that play where Dak rolled out of the pocket and made a play. Huge play. It's too much to deal with. You can't shut all of that down. That's what I'm saying. You can pick your poison. Whoever you want to shut down, you can influence that. But obviously you're gonna leave some stuff open. So if you shut down Lamb, okay, you're gonna have one-on-one with Pickens and Ferg and whoever the other receiver is. Then you got, you see what I'm saying? If you shut down Pickens, you're gonna have one-on-one with Lamb. You're gonna have one. I mean, come on now. It's just too much. It's too much. You can't handle all this. And we've been saying that all year, so it's no surprise that the offense will finally get into a rhythm. It's no surprise to me. I just seen it all year. Even in the losses, they still were scoring. The only game that we didn't do anything was the Chicago game. We lost to Carolina, but we scored 30. Arizona, we scored. The offense is not the problem. The quarterback is not the problem. The running game is not the problem. That's not an issue. The issue was, can we get some extra possessions from a defense that was not playing well? Can we make the punter punt the ball at least 2 to 3 more times in the game and give this ball back to the offense? That's all we wanted. That's all I wanted to see. That's all I asked for. Make the punter punt the football. I got the same game plan against Kansas City Thursday. I understand who Patrick Mahomes is. Somebody put in talking about it's a different scheme. I understand who Andy Reid is. I understand he's a great football coach. I understand the Chiefs are getting ready to make their run after beating the Colts yesterday. I understand that. I get it. No disrespect. And by the way, let me say it again. I'll be talking with the G Report tomorrow. His show. He's a Chief fan. He found me and wanted me to come on the show. So I'll be with the Kansas City Chief people tomorrow. And we'll talk Kansas City versus Dallas tomorrow. So be on the, that'll be at 12 noon tomorrow. So get ready for that. Somebody came in, he's a Panther fan. he just want to come on Cowboys. Say congratulations, Cowgirl fans. JK, just kidding. Go Cowboys. Okay, well, whatever. Thank you for your sarcastic congratulations. Appreciate you, Panthers 375. We gonna take it. We won. The season was on the line, and they responded. Now, let me get to the obvious thing, and then I'll let you guys go. Thanks for hanging with me. Everybody hit that like button for me, if you don't mind. Everybody hit that like button for me. Okay? Don't worry about it. I'm going to be with y'all guys all week. I'm going to shift to the Chiefs. Definitely, I'll start shifting them tomorrow. Hey, Miss Michelle, I see you. Thanks for popping in on me. I'm going to shift to the Chiefs. But I'm going to work. Good observation, Panthers. He said you don't think we're not going to make the playoffs, but next year we'll be a dangerous team. Hey, it's no secret we dug ourselves in the hole. But we on a roll right now. Let the chips fall where they may. They're just about in them. They can afford maybe one more loss. That's about it. That's it. But they can't. They just one more. That's about it. And that one may be detrimental. But forget all that. They literally have put themselves in a position where they almost have to run the table. Now, I don't think they can do it. But I know we got the personnel to do it. Let me say that. I don't think we can do it either. But I know we got the roster, talent-wise, that can do it. I'm just going to say that now. I'm just saying. And if they run the table, I think they will make the playoffs. They had to start with the Raiders, though, because of the Arizona loss. They had to start with the Raiders, check. And then I know these next three games, what everybody been waiting on, like the Cowboys are going to lose all three. Well, you're wrong, check. Beat up the Eagles, we beat the Eagles. Now we got to deal with the Chiefs, and then after that, we got to go to Detroit, which is going to be a crazy game. And we got to handle business. Okay? Now, let me get to this part. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no question now that there is a new superstar on this team. It's no question. Mr. George Pickens. I watched this man yesterday. He's dominant. That's it. I don't want to talk about CD and his drops and all that. CD gonna be all right. I ain't worried about that. Pickens, man, is he's different. I don't know if y'all heard this or not, but there's no greater compliment that you can get when your peers give you the compliment. Here's the compliment that some of you saw, and just in case you didn't see it, I repeat it. Randy Moss. Y'all have heard of him, right? Randy Moss said that if there's somebody in the league, he said that George Pickens reminds him of himself. Don't get no higher than that. Now, Moss don't say nothing. Moss don't say nothing like that. I ain't never heard Moss say anybody reminds him of himself. Nobody. I ain't never heard Randy Moss say that. I ain't never heard Randy Moss speak of anybody like that. He did it for Pickens, though. Randy Moss, I'm going to say it again. Y'all pull it up. Y'all look fine. Said it yesterday. Randy Moss said that George Pickens reminds him of himself. So then you got to, for those of us that are old enough to remember, which wasn't that long ago, how dominant Randy Moss was. Pickens is dominant, man. He's dominant. I'm talking about he's unguardable. He's a monster. And before the game, hello, come here, Philly fans. Come here, Philly fans. All I heard was Quinshawn Mitchell and Cooper DeJean gonna shut it all down. I laughed at y'all then. I said, you crazy all that though. You crazy. I got two guys that are unguardable, that can't be stopped unless they stop themselves. I told you that. I told you that. Y'all want to argue with me now? Any Philadelphia Eagle fan in here? I need you to argue with me now. What did y'all? Do Pickens need to go for 200 against y'all or what? I mean, what else do you need? See, he dropped balls. It wasn't like you stopped him. I mean, stop it. He still had 75 yards. He should have had about 120 himself. I mean, but Quinn Mitchell and Jackson and DeJean, they can't do nothing with Pickens, man. Hello. Hello. Is there any doubt now? George Pickens, ladies and gentlemen, listen. The kid in Seattle is going to be first team All-Pro this year. The kid in Seattle, the wide receiver, he is going to be first team All-Pro. He already got 1,300 yards. I mean, we still got 6 games left. This kid is tearing it up. Him and Sam Darnold have figured it out. He's gonna be first team All-Pro this year. Who your other first team All-Pro? You only get 2 first team All-Pro, then you got second team All-Pro. I ain't say Pro Bowl. I said All-Pro. Okay? All-Pro. So you got 2. You got 4 receivers. 4 who gonna be All-Pro this year. Is there any doubt that George Pickens is one of those 4? I'm saying George Pickens, who was second in the league yesterday before the game started. Before the game started, George Pickens was second. William, I will agree with you about Puka, but the only problem about Puka is Puka missed games because of injury. I think he missed 3 or 4 games or something like that. And so you can't reward him over guys that's been there all year long. Pickens been there all year. Basically what I'm saying is George Pickens should be first team All-Pro as of right now. He should be first team All-Pro. He should be. It's no question. He is dominant. He's great. And William asked the question, do you believe Pickens gets the tag? If yes, does Pickens sign the tag? Pickens get paid. I think the Cowboys are going to have to tag him. And the reason why they're going to have to tag him is because Pickens' money is going up week by week. At first, if folks were saying 30, now it done jumped to at least 33. And if this dude become first team All-Pro and have 1,500 yards, look, we talking 40 now. And the Cowboys ain't gonna want to pay that. And I think the tag, is 30. And does Pickens sign the tag? I would think there's going to probably be a little drama there slightly, but the Cowboys had it right. He can't go nowhere else. If they put the tag on him, it's a done deal. But I believe everybody knows the question. They're going to have to get real. They're going to have to get real creative on how to pay him right and keep the cap down. Because, I mean, it ain't no cheap. It ain't no discount. So I'm saying, like, maybe they need to sign him to something like a 2-year, $69 million contract and give him a whole bunch of money on his signing bonus. And that way you can make the cap be whatever it's going to be. In other words, when you sign him, he gets a check for whatever it is. The remaining part will go on the cap. So let's just say, for instance, let's just say 66. 2 years, 66, $33 million a year. What you can do is give him, hell, you can give him $30 million at the bonus. I mean, the sign bonus, you know, and it only count $3 million on your cap. You could do that. But the price tag is just going to keep going up. It's just that simple. Whatever you thought that you can get them. See, and the Cowboys are holding on, say, hey, let's just see what you do for a year. Okay. Look, if he don't do nothing else this year, he done enough. All he doing is just adding on, and the price tag just going to keep going up and up and up and up. You know. And I don't think George really want to sign right now. I believe the Jones family could have won that. If I was the Jones family, I'd be calling right now trying to get it done before the price tag go even further up. That's what I would do. But I believe Pickens don't even want to deal with that. I believe he said, no, they're going to go on and play. No, I'm going to make sure that just in case, Jerry, because you did let go of Park, just in case I'm not here next year, the next team know that they're going to have to pay seriously for them. Because I'm going to push this stats up to them. I'm going to push this all-pro status there. I'm going to push it, say I'm a Pro Bowler, I'm an all-pro, and I got 1,500 yards, and I got about 7-8 touchdowns for the season, and I got about 85 catches this season. I'm going to throw that at the table and say, hey, open the checkbook up. Y'all got to pay me. Just in case Jerry, try to make George a villain like he did Michael, and all that type of stuff, I'm going to put these numbers up. I ain't signing nothing right now. I'm going to play. That's what I would do if I was George. If I was Jerry, I would be calling his agent right now, saying, hey, can we work out a deal now? Because this price for to go up. So, if the Cowboys were going to do something they should have did about 3-4 weeks ago. It's too late now. George got the Cowboys by the throat. Unless he gets hurt, that's the only way. As long as he's healthy and playing, the numbers are going to be there. They're already there. He's dominant, man. He is without a doubt top 3 receiver this year, no question. Exactly. We got stuff we got to do. Javonte is young, as you just said, young running back. Obviously has gas in the tank. They're going to have to make a decision about him. I don't know how much he's getting paid now, but obviously he's going to need an increase. How much? And we know how the Cowboys are about paying running back. So we're about to run into that problem again. Dak, first thing is you're going to restructure Dak Prescott and CD Lamb. From that's going to answer a lot of questions. Don't forget about that. When they restructure Dak at the end of the year, beginning of the year, whatever, when they restructure Dak, because Dak's cap hit, I believe, is $71 million next year if they don't do nothing. That ain't going to happen. The CD's cap is over $30 million. That ain't going to happen. So both of them are going to get restructured. From that restructuring, it's going to open up a lot of stuff as far as money goes. And that's where you're going to see about the Javantes and everybody else and Pickens. The priority is, it should be signing Pickens. No question. From that, how do we do it? Knock those two big birds out with one stone and restructuring Dak and CD first. Now let's see where the money is after you do that. That's the first order of business. Restructure Dak, CD. And whoever else you got to restructure. And then let's talk. See what you got left. Then let's go ahead and make the move. But Pickens got to be signed. It's no question about it. Whether that's by a long-term contract or whether that's just by the franchise tag, it makes no difference. He got to stay here. It's him that has opened up this offense like it is. The offense was already with CD by himself going crazy. But now you add Pickens in, and now it's just the Super Bowl type. They have a Super Bowl type offense that can score on anybody. Pickens made the difference. And what you saw yesterday really shouldn't be a surprise to a lot of us because we've been seeing it all year with the offense. It really shouldn't be no surprise. What if there is a surprise? The surprise was that this defense held the Philadelphia Eagles without a point for 8 straight possessions. That was the shock. That was the shock. The shock was that the defense, let me say it again because y'all ain't hearing me. The defense shut them down for 8 straight possessions. That's crazy for us. Nobody would have put money on it. Nobody. And the defense showed up big. And it's only going to get better. Keep in mind now, this group of defenders since the Quentin Williams trade, they've only played 2 games together. They're still learning each other. They're still learning each other. Eberflus is still learning on the fly. They ain't been together all year. They still learning. In other words, this is only going to get better. Doug Spears, appreciate you popping in on. I forgot to tell y'all. Forgive me. If you're on Facebook, you can use those stars if you want to contribute to the podcast. And then, of course, if you're on YouTube, you can use the super chat button. If you want your comment automatically featured, because I still read comments, but if you just feel like you just got to say something, if you use that super chat button, I figure if you patronize the podcast that way, the least I can do is read your comment. So I've always said that if you use super chat, whatever comment you got, yours will get highlighted. That's just not a trick to get you to say something because I can't control what you do with your money. Also, let me throw this in. And I'm going to change it up. Don't get messed up about the membership. If you hit the super chat button, you can also become a member of the Big Time Show where it will be taken out of your credit card or debit card. You can go, I forgot what I have down there, but don't pay attention to that. You can join whatever you want to give. If it's $1 a month, you can do that. If it's $2 a month, you can do that. If it's $10 a month, you feel like you want to patronize me that way, you can do that. So whatever you want to do. But I always have that there. There's that option there for you. and I would appreciate it. If you don't, it's cool. Just give me your ear. It's great. Giving me your ear right now is just wonderful. And I appreciate anybody that will listen to me um, and take time out. This is not really my time. I usually come on in the evenings, but I decided to come on now instead of later. Prime time, in other words. There, I got a $2 super chat. There it is, right there. Terry Turner. Terry says, start Turpin and put CD in the slot. Nah. I don't think Turpin can take that. I don't think Turpin is a good blocker. See, as much as we run the ball, I don't think Turpin can block. Definitely not. He definitely can't block as well as CD. And I don't think that Turpin can take the punishment. He's too small. He's still too small. I like the idea of putting him out there so he can get some more plays. You know, you could put Turpin on the slot. You know, you switch them up all the time. I like the concept though, Terry. You know, when you run a 3 receiver set and if Turpin is out there, why not put Turpin outside? He did it yesterday. Put CD in the slot on certain formations. You can do that. You can put Pickens in the slot. I'm saying you can interchange this thing. Because you got to get creative because, see, I don't think teams now are going to let Pickens destroy them now. I think things are about to shift. I think everybody's going to start doubling Pickens now and take their chances on CD. And I think you're about to see CD go cuckoo now. I think that's what's happening because Pickens have proven. Now, if I was a defensive coordinator, that's what I'm going to do. I'm picking the poison. I'm not going to let Pickens destroy me. So I'm going to double and I'm going to double him and I'm going to let CD going to have to beat me, which he can. And he beating a lot of people. So that ain't going to be, but I'm not going to let Pickens just annihilate me like he's doing right now. The Cowboys should have put up at least 35 points yesterday. See, I'm glad with the victory that we beat the Eagles. Hey, Auntie Evelyn, I see you over there on Instagram. I see my auntie over there. I want to destroy the Eagles. What's up, Blue Blood? It's a great day to be a Cowboy fan, no doubt. So, great victory. And here's the last thing. If you've been following my show, I've always said we either win spectacularly or lose spectacularly. Those of you that have been with me for the last 3 to 4 years, you know I've always said that. We either win spectacularly or lose spectacularly. Yesterday was a spectacular win. But that ain't the real thing that you should take away from it. I'm circling back to my original statement. Now I'll close with this. Yesterday are games that the Dallas Cowboys traditionally have lost. It was the same movie. Cowboys, for some reason, when they play these big games, they start off incredibly slow. And when they start off slow, they get blown completely out. And then Dak Prescott, because teams are playing zone, he gets real hot because teams are playing off in some kind of way. He makes the score look somewhat respectable. Instead of getting blown out by 30, he may chop it down to 10 or something like that. And bottom line is we usually lose those games. That's what usually happens. Or We also lose spectacularly in a close game sometimes when the Cowboys are right there. Okay? We'll be like the San Francisco playoff game in San Francisco where the final score was 19-12. And the Cowboys are right there, but they just can't make the play. The play to make it happen. And whether that's because of bad play calling or because of guys who aren't ready for the moment, something always happens. We saw it all yesterday. It happened on that last drive. Y'all saw when Ferd caught the ball, then all of a sudden he fumbled the ball. Fortunately, went out of bounds. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, here's the moment. How are we going to mess it up? Fortunately, the ball went out of bounds. CD with the drops in crucial times. This is what happens with us. It is what happens. Dak, a costly interception at the last moment. He just never can make the completion or the touchdown pass to get us over the hump. This is what usually happens. Y'all been Cowboy fans a while. Y'all know I ain't lying. The moment arrives where the Cowboys can change the narrative and they always blow up, and that's why everybody say what they've been saying. And hey, we actually have contributed to that because we ain't done what we supposed to do or are capable of doing. Finally yesterday, they had the moment and they produced. See, we got a dog in Mr. Pickens. See, that's where it changed. He threw it to Ferd ran for about 7 yards, got hit, fumbled the ball, fortunately walked out of bounds. See, I don't need to throw it to Ferd because he's going to blow it. Threw it to CD, ball goes straight through his arms. You want to talk about the ball supposed to be out further and all that. No, you just drop the ball in the end zone. Film show that. You want to get mad at Dak and get on the sideline, sit back with your arm on the couch, look like you about to pout and cry, want to blame everybody. No, you drop the ball. Blow up. You blow it up in the moment. When it was time to get it done, you blow it up. Ferguson catch the ball on 4th down and goal. Instead of kicking the field goal, we go for it on 4th down. It's 21-21. Ferguson catch the ball, but he ain't even in the end zone. Not even in the end zone. He put his body, I got his feet in there, but he got his body on the 1. Give me a break. See, just stuff like that. The moment, it's just always something. But the difference yesterday, you threw it to a bona fide dog on a slant route that don't care nothing about no moment, don't care nothing about Cowboy history and folks blowing up. Give me the goddamn ball. Threw the slant to him, he catches it, run after the catch about another 20 yards. Guess what? Chip shot for Auburn. You threw it to the right person. Dak made the throw. Threw it to the right person. Dak was the great throw. He made the play. Finally, against a good team, that everybody say. He finally made the play and he threw it to a dog, the right person. And bottom line is, we won the game because of that play right there. I believe Auburn would have hit it anyway for 55 yards. It make no difference, but they put it in chip shot range for him. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, those are the games. You know, because you've been a Cowboy fan as long as I am, most of you. You know those are the games that we usually lose. That's why it's so shocking that you're hearing everybody talk right now. The pundits, they're shocked that the Cowboys pulled it off because everybody knows those games they usually blow up and you lose. There's always something. That was big. That was big yesterday. And if we make the playoffs or don't make the playoffs, it don't make no difference. What you're doing, if you don't make the playoffs, guess what? You're setting up a tremendous foundation for next season. And if you stay hot, who knows? You might just sneak in on that last wild card spot. Who knows? It's setting up. Either way, you win it. Either way, you win it. Either the Cowboys are setting a tremendous foundation for next year, or they're going to sneak in. Whichever one it is, we win it. Can't go back and change everything. Hey, we dug ourselves in a nice hole at the beginning of the year. Hey, it is what it is. But I tell you what, don't nobody want to play us right now. Now I'm gonna put it. If we gotta play spoiler role, trust me, nobody don't want to see us right now. Nobody don't want to see us. Oh, I know we got fan base. Oh, y'all ain't no. You know what time it is. Y'all fans know. You know football. You see what's going on. Nobody want to play us right now. Nobody want to see us. And y'all know that. But don't worry about it. Just in case you want to. Look, next. Who next? Come on. Who next? Come here, Kansas City. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Almighty. The great Patrick Mahomes. Come on. You can get some of it too. I ain't scared. I'm not scared of. They got to deal with us too. Steve Spagnuolo, great defensive coordinator. I think Steve Spagnuolo should be in consideration when it's all said and done for the Hall of Fame as a coordinator. He got rings on his fingers, coordinated great defenses. I love Steve Spagnuolo as a defensive coordinator, but he got something to deal with this Thursday. Trust me, you ask him, he'll tell you. It's a whole lot to deal with. I put this offense against anybody. I don't care if it's Bill Belichick on staff with Spagnuolo. I don't care if it's the AFC Pro Bowl team. This offense can play against anybody. Y'all don't understand. And if you don't understand, keep watching TV. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Spagnuolo ain't doing no press conference this week. Spagnuolo already on Dallas. I guarantee you, he watching film right now. He trying to figure this thing out. It's too much to deal with. Just like, okay, I'm gonna be fair. Just like the Kansas City Chiefs. Matt Eberflus is probably watching film right now in Kansas City. You got to, because guess what? They loaded. Hollywood Brown, Rice, Kelsey, Kareem Hunt. I bet you Pacheco probably going to come back this week, I think. I don't know. Mahomes, Smith-Schuster, whatever his name is. That guy. It's a lot to deal with. You got an all-pro cornerback in McDuffie over there. You got the great Chris Jones at defensive tackle. Oh, yeah, the Cowboys got something to deal with this week. On Thursday. Oh, ain't no question. I'm not knocking Kansas City. I know they the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, what they did was, let me tell you what's going to happen on Thursday. The Cowboys and the Chiefs, number one, it is a huge game. Kansas City just won. I think they're 6-5. They needed to win too. They didn't need to lose to Indianapolis. That is a huge, huge win for them. The Cowboys had a huge win. This is about to be a huge football game. Now, it's going to be, number one, I wouldn't be surprised if this game here set an all-time record I wouldn't be surprised at the end of this season. Listen to me good, y'all. That after the Super Bowl, whoever's in the Super Bowl this year, I bet you that the second highest rated game of this entire season is going to happen on Thursday when the Cowboys have against the Chiefs. I believe they're going to set a viewership record. It's the Cowboys. Everybody going to watch the Cowboys anyway. But when you throw in Mahomes and a lot of haters want to see him destroy us and all that, then you got, it's just going to be, the Chief Nation is huge. Kansas City has a following just like the Cowboys, but may not be as deep, but it's close. It is going to be electrifying in Dallas or Arlington, Texas, Thursday. The Cowboys and Chiefs are going to set a viewership record. It is going to be a huge game with playoff implications on both sides. And them boys are going to be ready to play. Both of them. All I can say is line it up. I don't care nothing about Patrick Mahomes. I give him his credit. I give him his respect. He's great. If he stopped right today, he will be in the Hall of Fame in 5 years. Unanimous vote. Every writer will vote him in unanimously. No question. He is great. It ain't no fakeness about Patrick Mahomes. He's a bona fide killer. Ain't no doubt about it. None. Total respect. But I'm gonna say it again. He gonna get hit too. All this dancing around in the pocket like he do, all of this running that he been doing lately, okay. He gonna get hit. And that is the way that you gotta beat Patrick Mahomes. The blueprint is out on Mahomes. You gotta pressure him. You gotta go after him. He gonna get hit. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Get ready for it. I'm gonna look at Kansas City today. I'm gonna look at them while I'm off. I'm off all this week, y'all. I'm supposed to come in. Come on, everybody listen. I'm gonna do this now. Everybody that's watching right now, if you're gonna watch this later on, whatever time you're watching this, please turn on your notification button. Just turn it on. I'm off this week. I'm going to come on in the mornings. I'm going to come on in the evenings. It might be in the afternoon. I'm coming. Just turn it on. Turn on your notifications. I'm ready to roll this week. It's going to be huge Thursday. Thursday's going to be crazy. It's Thanksgiving. And let me pause and say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Terry, another $2 super chat here. Terry says, imagine we win 55-17. I don't think so. That ain't gonna happen. Nah, if it happened, I'd be like, wow. It would scare the rest of the NFL for sure. If the Cowboys were to beat Kansas City 55-17, they would put the NFL on notice like, y'all in trouble. Y'all better not let us in this playoff race. That's what the Cowboys. If you win like that, the whole NFL gonna know like, oh my God. They done beat the Eagles and then they done beat the Chiefs. Ooh-wee. Williams said Pacheco will be back, and that's a big piece. That is a big piece. That's a big piece. If Pacheco is coming back with him and Kareem Hunt, and Kareem has been running the ball very well. The reason why I know that because he's one of my fantasy running backs. So I know what he's doing. Now you add in Pacheco back to the mix. They coming together at the right time. And Kansas City is about to make their usual run because if they make the playoffs, whether they're on the road or at home, there ain't too many people gonna bet against Mahomes. Just like this Thursday, Kansas City probably going. Hey, what is the line? Anybody know the line? Somebody look that up for me right now. I bet you Kansas City are the favorites right now. I bet you they're a 3-point favorite. Just like Philly was yesterday. I bet you they are. Somebody look that up for me real quick. What is the line? Somebody need to hurry up if you don't mind. Hurry up and look that up for me. I just want to know what it is right now. I want to see if the Cowboys win change things just a little bit. Because usually a team on the road like Philly was a 3-point favorite. Y'all forgive me, I don't know what my internet doing that. It's going in and out. But y'all back. Philly was a 3-point favorite yesterday. And I would suppose that Kansas City probably is the same thing. I hear you say, yeah, hey. So while you eating your turkey or whatever you eating, William, over there for Thanksgiving, it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy Thursday. I don't know. I wish I could see that. The reason why I'm asking y'all to run, because I don't do no betting and all that type of stuff. I don't even know what to look up. I guess I could just type it in. What is the line? The Vegas line. That's what I'm putting in. Vegas line for Thursday's game between the Chiefs and Dallas Cowboys. Oh, I'm wrong. I just saw it. The odds, they got the Chiefs by 4. Usually, I take that as disrespect then. So if I'm the Cowboys, to some sources, they're 4. They're 4 points. Terry's still sticking with it. Say the line is 55-17 Dallas. Something according to what I just looked up is 4 points in some lines. Well, that's disrespectful. Usually a road team would get at least minimum 3. There it is, Terry. Okay, so I see 1. So he done looked it up. 3.5. Okay, I can deal with that. So that's respect for Mahomes and, championship pedigree and all of that type of stuff. And, you think the Chiefs are a better team. That's fine. I love it. And it might be rightfully so. But I know I got a defense. I know that. I drank the Kool-Aid. I drank the defense Kool-Aid from the Raider game. I believe wholeheartedly in the defense. I believe they're going to make plays. I believe they're going to put pressure on the quarterback. And I don't think we ain't going to see all those big high gashing plays. I'm not like 3 or 4 or 5 a game like we were getting. No. You might give up 1. But I just don't see it. We're going to be all right, y'all. All right. Tune in here tomorrow. Cooper Gastineau. The Eagle fan. Welcome, sir. I'm wondering if you're going to come see me. I told you I was going to be here. I know you got it on your phone a long time ago. I'm about to leave now, but I'm glad you showed up. Now talk to me, Coop. What you got to say? Huh? Mm-hmm. Cooper Gastineau is a Philadelphia Eagle fan who joined the Big Time show, I think a couple days ago. He's a Philadelphia Eagle fan. And we kind of told him what was going to kind of happen. I didn't think it was going to happen that way. I just knew we were going to win the game. There you go, quack, quack. Yeah. You can't add those that, you know. I don't know how, boy, we had no tackling. There you go, Cooper. There you go. Thank you, sir. There you go. All right, boy, we had no problem tackling the second half. We really had a problem tackling the first half. As I said, Saquon Barkley only had 22 yards yesterday. You got to shut the run down. We did that. We had a problem tackling A.J. Brown. I give you that. But I didn't understand why we were going one-on-one with him. I mean, he is A.J. Brown. You don't go one-on-one. And we did that, and we got torched because of that. I didn't like that at all. All right. Quack said we got an NFL defense. You can't have these type of players and don't think things ain't going to change. That's what I said. Cooper said we shut ourselves in the foot too many times and our offense looks stagnant as always. Well, I'm gonna have to get inside that statement, Cooper. Because our defense helped y'all look stagnant. 8 straight possessions. The Philadelphia Eagles didn't score a point second half. 8 straight though. Now, any Cowboy fan, if I would tell y'all, hey, our defense gonna shut them down 8 straight possessions, punts or turnover or whatever, you would have laughed at me. Defense had a lot to do with that. Defense had a lot to do with it. Because everything was working in the first half. Everything. For y'all. Oh, well, I'm a fan. No. Yeah, you're right. I'm in the past because the game was yesterday. That's all I'm talking about. So you technically, you're right, Wilmer fam. You're absolutely correct. I'm in the past. Technically. Because the game was yesterday. So yesterday represents the past. You're absolutely 1,000,000% right. But you probably thinking I'm talking about 1995, and I ain't talking about all that. I'm talking about yesterday's game. So technically, you're right. While you trying to come in being sarcastic and trolling and all that type of stuff. Hey, Verdi, how you doing? And you coming in trying to do that, and you put up a factual statement. I will give you credit for that. I am stuck in the past because the game was yesterday. So, y'all just want to produce the show now. Quack said Jalen Hurts is overrated. Dak Prescott is underrated. I've always said that Dak was better. I said Jalen is not better than Dak Prescott. However, he has gotten better. My knock on Jalen has always been is that I don't think he reads the field well, but he reads it good enough. And then when you see what he did in the first half, he was cooking in the first half. He was cooking in the first half. He got shut down in the second though. A lot of that though is that see the Eagles also have they got the kind of setup that we have, or we have the same setup they have. Like you can't really double. See, if you double AJ, then you're leaving Devontae wide open one-on-one. You don't want to do that. And you're leaving Goddard open, one-on-one. You see what I'm saying? So Philly, they're very similar, or we're similar to what they have. And I didn't like the way that we were going one-on-one with AJ yesterday. I didn't like that at all. I still don't like that. He is AJ. You go one-on-one, he gonna destroy you. And he was. I didn't like that. I thought that was bad. Wilmar fan, who's a Cowboy troll, come in and say Hurts is way better than Dak. 2 Super Bowl appearances and an MVP. Dak is a choke artist. I've said that Jalen Hurts is a quarterback that gets to hide with his other teammates doing the work, and he gets slight credit. Last year, he got a chance to hide behind that offensive line, and Saquon going crazy. There weren't many games that Jalen had to put the ball in Jalen Hurts' hand and say, "Hey, take us on," because Saquon and them killed last year. That's why AJ was down all the complaining last year, because there wasn't a lot of passing really going on. Not alone was it just Saquon last year running, but Jalen was running it too. And so you didn't have to really just throw the ball a whole lot. The question would be, though, when you had to do it, could he do it? He answered that question on the biggest stage of all, which is the Super Bowl. And Jalen Hurts was the MVP. He did it. The sun shine on a dog tail every now and then. He did it. But it still don't take away my critique of him. I don't think he's a great pocket quarterback. When you say best pocket quarterbacks in the game, Jalen Hurts' name don't never come up. Never. You'll name about 15 quarterbacks before you name Jalen Hurts. Now, if I said who's the best athletic quarterback, he's a dual threat quarterback, because Jalen can throw the ball. I'm not knocking him. Jalen can throw the ball. He can hurt you. You'd be a fool to say he's not. I've said that. But in case of being a dual threat guy, Jalen would destroy you with his legs. And then he'll throw for about 175 to 200 yards. AJ, Devontae, God, he's a good quarterback. I ain't saying he's not. He's a good quarterback. He's a champion. He's an MVP of the Super Bowl. I ain't knocking Jalen Hurts. He just ain't good as Dak is. No way. He's not. And I guess if you want to be fair, I don't think that Jalen is asked to do what Dak is asked to do. I don't think that. Jalen has had the benefit of a number one defense, or a real good defense for a while, and a great running game, and a great offensive line. And he don't have to do that. He's more like Quack just said. He's more of a game manager, and there ain't nothing wrong with being a game manager, especially when you win. I'm not knocking Jalen Hurts. I liked Jalen Hurts back when he was at Alabama and Oklahoma. My dislike for Jalen Hurts happened once he put on the Philadelphia Eagles uniform. I can't stand him now. I can't stand him. But I'm more of an objective fan that don't deal in just being a troll. I don't do that. Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. I can line up with Jalen Hurts and say, hey, let's go win some football games, and you gonna win. Jalen Hurts is a winner. High school, winner. College, winner. Pros, winner. Just the truth. Yeah, I said that. But he ain't better than Dak Prescott. From the quarterback position, Dak is better than he is. No question. None. Whatsoever. I was being objective. See, I gave Jalen Hurts, and I'm a Cowboy fan. Can't stand the Philadelphia Eagles. But you see how I was objective I was? You see that? You see that? You saw how I said, hey, he's a good quarterback. He's a winner. He's a Super Bowl MVP. He's this, he's that. You heard me say that. I gave him credit. and then you gonna come back with this. That's when I stopped reading your comments. You said Dak ain't even a top 25 quarterback. I don't even got to read the rest of it. I'm not. You say he's not a top 25. All right, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. I ain't gonna read it. Let Dak have the number one defense in the league consecutively for 2 years in a row. Here come the other Eagle fans, Drew. We ain't got no parade. We got a parade to practice to go against Kansas City. We ain't got no parade. Look. Quiet as kept Philadelphia Eagle fans. Really shouldn't be no surprise because the real truth be told. The Dallas Cowboys don't have no problem beating Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all know the record. Y'all know the Dak's record against y'all. That ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. He beats the Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all know it. So there ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. Nothing. Just the truth. The Dak Prescott's record. Y'all tell me, type it in, Philadelphia Eagles fans. What is the record? I think, what is it, 9-4 now? 9-5 or 10-5, one of those. He beat y'all. He beat y'all. No, he ain't won in the playoffs enough, but he beat y'all. Shit. That ain't no secret. That's the truth. I ain't throwing that. He beats the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello. Dak Prescott's record against Philadelphia is tremendous. See right there. See you go, Eagles Drew. See, that ain't what we asked you. We ain't asked you what he got him. We just say, what is the record against Dak Prescott against Philadelphia Eagles? That's all I'm saying. So there ain't nothing new. If it's Cooper Rush or Trey Lance or somebody else, then y'all we ain't beating y'all. But when Dak Prescott is on the center and Dak Prescott against Philadelphia, usually he wins. It's the truth. I know y'all. I'm just saying. I ain't throwing nothing out that's not factual. He beats it. No, 2-5 in the playoffs. You're correct. You are absolutely correct. 2-5. It's a bad record. Yeah. 7 times, you only won twice. I get it. You're right. But against Philadelphia, hello. I mean, I admitted to y'all that he don't have a good playoff record. But against y'all, hush, please. Now, that part is over. We ain't got to see y'all until next year. The big thing to take away from yesterday's game is that they met the moment, finally, and didn't choke. They met the moment, they didn't choke. They started choking at the beginning of the game now. I mean, it looked like the same old movie, and then the movie changed. That is the truth. They changed the movie. They shut them down. They didn't score a point in the second half at all. Complete shutdown. 8 straight possessions. Nothing. Those are facts. Shut them down. Mr. Barkley, the vaulted running game, nothing. 10 carries for 22 yards against the quote-unquote 31st ranked defense. Got shut down completely. Dak Prescott, money on the line. These are the moments. Dak Prescott, mainly known as a front runner. Big time himself. Me, diehard Dallas Cowboy fan, have said it for years that if the Cowboys are down 7 points or less, Dak can get you. He can get you. Seen it happen too many times. I've said it. If you seven points or lower, Dak Prescott can get you. I've said it over the years. But I've also said that if the Cowboys are down 2 scores in the fourth quarter, we're not going to win. Because Dak, if you say, here, Dak, it's all on you. You got to throw the ball at least 55 times in order for us to win. Because we can't run the ball no more. We putting the ball in your hand, you can do it. I've always said that's not a good position for Dak. Because he presses. He presses a lot sometimes. He got away with one yesterday. Y'all remember the one that he threw, and I think Vaughn dropped the ball. He didn't see him. It went straight through his hand. And that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. He tried to force it into when he tried to force it to CeeDee Lamb. Y'all remember that? He just dropped the ball because he tried to press it there. Or at least he didn't see him, one or the other. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You just can't do that. But I did say that if it's 7 points or less, they can get you. He can get you. But it's the moment that Dak has always had a problem with when it's either falling from behind or the chance to close the game out. This is what we've always seen. He's got presented plenty of moments. But it's those moments that will change the narrative about him. He finally got one yesterday. He finally met the moment. When he threw the ball to, and then you got Ferguson who caught the ball and still fumbled the ball after that, forcing the ball roll out of bounds. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. And even though Ferguson would have fumbled it, Dak would get the blame. If the Philadelphia Eagles would have recovered that ball when Ferguson fumbled it, everybody be saying Dak didn't get the job done. No, Ferguson didn't get the job done. He fumbled the ball. Fortunately, the ball fumbled out of bounds, and we lived to fight another play, which led to the moment. Yeah, Aubrey probably could have kicked a 55-yard field goal. We know he got the leg, but the moment was when he threw the slant to Pickens. That was the moment. Made a perfect throw. Pickens did the rest. That was the moment. Finally, he met the moment. And now everybody is on the phone. Everybody, the ESPN folks kill me. Now all of a sudden, can the Cowboys make the playoffs? They're right back in the race. Wait, last week you said we wasn't in the race. Now all of a sudden we right back in the race. It's just unbelievable. Either the Cowboys are in the race. Will they make the playoffs? Me personally, I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I don't. And I don't care. I don't think they're going to run I never thought they were going to run the table. I think they're very capable of running the table. But I think that the game out of the games that scare me the most, if you want to say scare, that game against Detroit in Detroit is going to be a problem. I thought they could beat the Raiders. I already knew they were going to beat Philadelphia. You don't believe me? Go back to my previous show. All you Philadelphia Eagle fans, yeah, just go back to my previous show. I already said we were going to beat y'all. But that ain't no surprise. And then I think we can beat Kansas City. I didn't say I know we're gonna beat Kansas City. See, I said I know we were gonna beat Philadelphia. I knew it was gonna happen. I didn't think it, yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that way, the way we did it yesterday. But at the bottom line, I said we were gonna win. I thought the game was gonna be 27-24. I think that's the score I said. 27-24. Bottom line, I said 3 points. 3 points. But I think we can beat Kansas City. And then after the Raider game, after the Lion game, I think we can run the table. Minnesota, the Giants, Washington, I forgot who else we playing. I think we can run it. But I will say this, if we don't make the playoffs, guess what? We're setting up a tremendous foundation for next season. We dug ourselves in a big hole starting off. I think we're going to be all right. All right. I'm out. I've been on too long. Thanks for all y'all popping in on me. Hey, everybody turn on your notifications this week. I will be coming morning, afternoon, evening. At some point, I'm coming. Tomorrow, I am on the G Report. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a Kansas City Chief content creator. He asked me to come on his show tomorrow, so I will be with him tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow at noon. I will be here. I'm going to try to stream it. I don't know what he's using. What I tell y'all? See, Eagles, Drew, you doing exactly what I said. You don't believe me? Look at the show. I said, soon we beat Philadelphia. All these Philadelphia Eagle fans gonna come in and talking about y'all won y'all Super Bowl. Didn't I tell you that? Y'all see what I'm saying? Well, y'all can't tell me I don't know how folks gonna act. No, it wasn't the Super Bowl. It was just trying to stay alive. See, if y'all would have beat us yesterday, Drew, that would just about buried all hopes of playoff, whatever. It would have been over. It would have been over with. That's all it did. We still on life support, Drew. We still on life support. It's nothing to celebrate. You're absolutely right. We're 5-5-1. We're on life support. We lose to Kansas City. We 5-6. Whatever momentum we had, it's dead right then. You really on your last leg then. I mean, we're on life support. We're breathing, but we're on a machine right now. At 5-5 for their last playoff spot. Unless who holds that spot? The 49ers, and the 49ers are 7-4. Am I right? They got the last spot. So, the only hope, if you want to make it really better, it would be good if Carolina could pull it off tonight. Because that brings everybody closer to that last spot. Now you're only a game out. So then it's wide open now. It's wide open. So as of right now, we on life support. So no, we ain't no Super Bowl contender. We not that. We trying to be a last spot in the wild card contender. And y'all saying we won the Super Bowl yesterday. We ain't even no Super Bowl. We did what we usually do. Let's beat the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the truth. Man, it's to the point that it ain't no big deal saying we beat y'all. We always beat y'all. We always split with y'all. I wish we could sweep y'all one good time again. That'd be nice. To sweep y'all, but we usually don't sweep y'all. Y'all usually don't sweep us, obviously. Usually, y'all do sweep us. If Cooper Rush is playing, you do. Y'all do that. If Dak Prescott is not there, you usually sweep us, yes. If Trey Lance is playing, you will sweep us, yes. But we all know if Dak Prescott is playing, you're going to go down one time at least. It just ain't no question about that. So, it ain't no shock to me. So now it's we're battling for the last spot in the wild card because Drew and Philadelphia Eagle fans, guess what? Unless y'all have a momentous collapse like y'all had a couple years ago, you will win the NFC East this year. I mean, ain't no question. We too far behind. Y'all gonna win the NFC East. You'll get your home playoff game and all that. It ain't no secret. Y'all gonna win the NFC East. So we ain't talking about that. We are battling for the last spot in the wild card. My eyes are on whatever team holds that last wild card spot. Right now, there's the San Francisco 49ers. I believe they're 7-4, and they got a home game tonight against Carolina, and they got a chance to go 8-4. We need to stay close to them. They even have a chance. That's all I'm concerned about. So no, ain't no Super Bowl aspirations. Ain't none of that. That's what y'all like to say. Y'all been biting off Stephen A too long. Y'all like using his rhetoric. Ain't nobody talking about no Super Bowl here. We talking about the wild card, last spot. That's what we talking about. We talking game for game. We on life support. We talking about the Kansas City Chiefs now. I'll begin my talk about Kansas City tomorrow. At the G Report. Y'all come hang with me. I don't know I don't know what kind of audience he have. I don't know if he has a big show, or I don't know if he got people listening to him. I don't know. I just decided to just hang with somebody else. He asked me and I said yes. So y'all don't leave me by myself. Y'all come on hang with me, Cowboy fans. I'm going to foreign ground tomorrow. You know how Kansas City Chiefs people are. The almighty Patrick Mahomes. And I'm going over to tell him he's going to get hit in the mouth too. I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to tell him that. Yeah. We don't care. We don't care. Quinn Williams don't care nothing about Patrick Mahomes. He's going to get hit in the mouth. Yeah. All that scrambling and running we be saying Patrick Mahomes do it this week. Do it Thursday. See where they get you. I'm looking forward to it. Y'all take it easy, man. I'm out. Appreciate y'all hanging with me. Come on, hang with me tomorrow, 12 p.m. Turn on those notifications. I'll be on the G Report. That's what this show is called. The G Report. I could say something right there, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I said when you graduated from the Richard Pryor School of Checking, y'all understand. I ain't say to Kevin Hart. See, there's a difference between Kevin Hart and there's a difference between Kevin Hart and Eddie Murphy. You understand what I'm saying? Eddie come from my generation. When I say Richard Pryor, we talk about the king of ignorance and foolishness and checking, all that type of stuff. So I have that in me. I ain't got to cuss like Richard did. I'm just saying that wit. And when they say the G Report, it just I don't know if I should be on this show or not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what the brother looked like. I don't know if the brother is I don't know if he's a soft brother or I don't know what I'm gonna be on the show, but I don't know if I don't know what he is. Let me get off here. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all take it easy. I'm out. I'm gonna get in trouble. Y'all take it easy. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Join me. I need some help, y'all. The Big Time Show will be on the G Report tomorrow, talking about Dallas versus Kansas City. I'll see you then. Until then, this has been the one and the only, the big time show. Cut it out. Hey, Philly. Hey, Drew. All you rescue Philadelphia Eagle fans here. We out of here, y'all. Y'all take it easy. And let me leave you by with the smoke. See you next year, Philly. Woo!